It's Week 7 of the 2024 season.
And we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Seahawks and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024. Signed back in March, the veteran Kirk Cousins.
Well, in prep for this one, it was fun talking with the defensive staff because they had to review last week's game tapes where he threw for over 400 yards. And they started ho-humming that performance. And finally, you said, he threw for over 400. That's got to be significant. That's why he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
They better be careful what they wish for, ho-humming. He might do it again here in this one. First play and a first pass for Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 6 catches, 84 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Here's Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. To throw is Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Cousins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Charlie Warner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 19 carries, 96 yards.
And as we discovered and talked with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And that one too wide and incomplete. A good coverage on that play by A.J. Terrell. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Smith. He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Well, now how about this return? And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Falcons offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Cousins. Right back to Pitts again. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. That one goes for 8 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Moore, the man in motion. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Cousins. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. 3rd down and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. They'll fake it. Now Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Smith now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 1-point game. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing, Cousins. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
From the gun, it's Walker.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on
Offside.
3rd down.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno. He hits his target, Lockett. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, 1st down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Second and 5.
Now Geno. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 6-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Cousins.
Into the hands of London.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Cousins now.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw, Cousins.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Cousins again.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing is Cousins. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. Cousins to throw it.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on third down.
Third and goal for Cousins.
Throw left.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you, too, in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. Khalil Shakir, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at U.S. Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Amari Cooper, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense and veteran Tyler Lockett ready to go once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Holding. Offense.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Now it's Smith. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off of play action, here's Smith. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. It's Walker. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run for it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Cousins. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and they will take over first and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
137 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Geno now to throw. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. 40 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, the Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts, and he goes out right around the 39. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. To throw is Cousins. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Cousins. And caught by London. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. This 2nd and 4. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call.
Automatic
mark off
first
the
down.
5 and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Cousins. Robinson's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Throwing, Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Cousins. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go,
Now Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They run the draw here with Robinson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Cousins. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for this next. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 2. A first carry for Tyler Algier. Powering his way forward. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
20! And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll run the toss to Walker. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Now Myers for the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
There we go. There we go,
to the right side, this is Walker. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
There we go,
And Walker once more. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 180 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Walker fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing is Cousins. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.